It's fine.
Like
Everything's good.
Be louder.
Beautiful. I was thinking maybe I could do an intro.
Of course you can.
Maybe we'll mix it up.
You can
and I'll do the intro.
Yeah.
And that could be fun.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
it could be a disaster.
The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys. The living room. With Greg and All-Seeing Guys. The living room. The All-Seeing Guys. The living room. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys.
Welcome everybody to the All-Seeing Guys. My name is Joe.
My name is Greg.
And as I've already said it...
Yeah, you already said it.
I already said it. It's All-Seeing Guys. We're mixing it up. I'll give the intro a try. Not bad for a first one.
Yeah, it was alright. Did it alright?
So,
You
yeah,
said All-Seeing Guys first.
I know, yeah. Said it twice, just to make sure.
All-Seeing Guys. I'm Greg. I'm Joe. And we are the... What are we?
All right, I've done it already. It's all right. Just couldn't have it, could you?
No.
Couldn't have it. Let me have my moment.
No, you did very well. It was very good. Good work.
Thanks,
I'll let you do it again sometime.
Ah, sweet. Once I've perfected it. So yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Joe's right. This is episode 13. Unlucky for some.
Unlucky. Lucky for you, the listeners.
Yes. Unlucky for some of the people we'll be talking about in this episode, though, but we'll get to that shortly.
Indeed.
First of all, again, it's been a while since we've done this.
It has, but it's always nice to come back
It's
from a
always
break.
nice to return. There's been a lot's happened since the last
It has,
episode.
yeah. It's a lot of stuff to do with the podcast. A lot of things outside of the podcast have happened.
Yeah, nothing. We've been on a holiday.
We have not together.
Not together, no.
Greg's actually, has a wife that
Yep.
requires me not to be be sometimes.
Yep. Yes, had to go away with the wife for a week.
Had to. Maybe rephrase that. Maybe.
No, it was a very nice little holiday to Malta.
Where did you? Yes, you went to Malta, didn't you?
Yeah. A lot of English people there, so it was just like a sunny.
As I said to you, it's just
not
bank
sunny,
robbers from the '60s who just escaped.
Yeah, just living the life hiding out
Yeah.
there. Well, where did you go, Joe?
I went to Neasden. No, I didn't. I went to New York for about 5 days, which was good fun.
Yeah, did you hit the Broadway? Did you just sing? Did you dance? Was there a montage?
In my head. Head there was a montage.
Great.
Yeah, we did see some sights and stuff like that. I went with my friend Karina, and we'd actually been before like 8 years ago, but we kind of recently decided that we wanted to go back, so we did. But we've kind of done all the touristy shit, so it was now like
That's even better though. Now,
yeah. So we didn't have to deal with all that shit, and we kind of just wanted to find like the underbelly. We weren't like looking for like cockfighting, but
the crack dens.
Yeah, we didn't go.
This place is great.
We didn't look for that underbelly, but we did end up down an alleyway and found an old bar from what was it, the Proposition sort of era when like alcohol was banned.
Yep.
And we found that bar at like 1 a.m. Which was fucking cool, man. Like the inside of it's awesome. I do have photos, but
what was it disguised as?
It was disguised as an old toy factory.
Awesome.
So outside it had like a little toy sort of thing, and you literally just open the door, not expecting what you see in there.
What made you open the door?
Well, Karina sort of knew about the place. Sort of.
Oh,
The great thing was we were in one bar and we got kicked out of there, not for being like fucking Brits abroad, but just because it was closing time.
Oh right, okay.
But
that story sounded really cool for a second.
Yeah. But there's like the bouncer was like sort of like letting us out and stuff, and like Karina said to me, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" He was just like, "You want to know about the speakeasy, don't you?" And she was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Yeah, just like straight up here, you're gonna see like a pair of stairs that go down, and then you're gonna walk down an alleyway and up another pair of stairs, and it's there." And we did just that. Yeah. It was just like, well, apparently he was also a bouncer there on like a Friday, Saturday night.
Oh, okay. Then he's at the door.
Yeah. That'd be so weird. I was like, how did you get here before us? You're like 300 pounds, dude. Like, so yeah, it was pretty cool, man. We met a couple in there that had just got engaged. I wish for the love of me I could remember their name and give them a shout out.
Engaged couple.
Engaged in Indianapolis.
Wow.
So me and Karina have an invite to the wedding.
Wow.
Still waiting on the invite to arrive. I did actually give her the bride my address, which is ridiculous. But yeah,
well,
man,
Joe,
it was
tonight.
I know, yeah.
Do you recognise this voice from your past?
I'm gonna get them ordained. Is that the right phrase? Ordained?
Ordained, yeah. Well, so you can marry them.
Yeah. So
You'll get ordained on the internet.
That's it's just if their vicar, is
It's like,
unavailable.
if me and the wife
for
ever
paedophilic
decide to
reasons.
be fucking stupid as hell and soppy and renew our vows, I'll make sure you're ordained for that.
Yes. Yes. Who needs to be a groomsman? Really? I mean, really.
It sounds like
Priest.
sounds like the worst gang, doesn't it? On the
The
street, we're the
groomsmen.
warriors. We're the groomsmen.
It sounds like a group of paedophiles.
It does actually. It's not what I had in mind, but
No.
now you say it, it does.
So yeah, New York was good. How was Malta?
Yeah, it was good. It was sunny. It was hot. It was.
You've only really just got back, haven't you?
I
mean,
got
although
back yesterday morning.
Yeah. Although this will go out in about a month's time.
So
But,
what is the date today?
no.
Today's the
20th.
20th of October, so I got back yesterday morning.
Yeah, Mick Jenkins is playing in Hackney tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little
Fucking hell.
complete sidebar there. Yes, but
So
you just got back.
yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It was very chilled indeed. I slept a lot, to be honest with you. I needed it.
We did the same in New York.
But yeah, out in the sun. I had a few beers. Well,
Yeah,
I had
you
beers
got a
every day.
good colour to you.
Oh, excellent. Got rid of my beige cancer skin.
I was concerned.
Gone with a nice teabag stained skin.
An actual tea bag,
Yes,
not
actually, I was
bollocks,
teabagging
not
the whole
bollocks on
week
the
away.
face.
But yeah, really nice.
Is that part of your massage?
Really nice. I had a massage out there. The woman was really grumpy.
They always are, though, aren't they?
Yeah, she
'Cause
was miserable.
their job is literally to make more people relaxed and
Yeah, it was quite relaxing, but at the same time, it kind of wasn't. I don't know if I liked it, but I don't know how relaxing it was. She had to stop at 1 minute because some kids were making too much noise outside.
Yeah,
so I was
that'll
like,
do it.
"Excuse me, one moment."
and then went outside. Would you stop?
Stop making the noise and trying to make the man feel relaxed.
I tried to give this man a hard on.
Yeah, these aren't Malta voices.
No, in my mind, every masseuse is like Russian or something.
So yeah, a really good time. Lovely fucking weather, man. It was so fucking sunny. I
Yeah,
went and
but-
swam in the Blue Lagoon.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, really nice, man. Properly, you
that
can see
gay
the
bar?
fish like swimming around you. Yes, very chilled.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's holiday out the way.
Yeah.
Let's get into
Back to the grind.
what's been going on. So we're on iTunes now.
Yeah, we are.
There was quite a change. Just one day I came home from work, and I don't know what had happened. Someone must have posted this podcast somewhere, because all of a sudden I had loads of inbox messages.
Someone got sucked off by someone.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even us.
Yeah.
So someone else, whoever you are
whoever
out
you are,
there.
thank you. But
Thanks
there were
for
loads
blowing
of
iTunes.
inbox messages. The likes went up, listens went up, and then out of nowhere, iTunes all of a sudden like, oh, actually, yes, you're on.
And since then, it's actually just got better, really, hasn't it?
It has. It's weird. As soon as you can tell, looking at the episodes on SoundCloud, when we got on iTunes, the listens on SoundCloud dropped right down.
Yeah.
But on iTunes, because I've been tracking it through the website we host from, our downloads have just gone whoom.
Skyrocketed,
It's
mate.
quite depressing actually, because it wasn't for iTunes. I look at the blue line; it's all the other networks are on, and it's so low.
Yeah.
It's like 4 downloads a day, and it's like fuck. But then the huge spiky orange one is iTunes, and you click on the top one, and it's there was 400 yesterday.
It's now making it really hard for me to badmouth iTunes, which is unfortunate.
At the end of the day,
I suppose I have to say thanks.
you can still badmouth them as long as we're still on there. I don't care. Like as long as we're still getting played.
That's fine.
But I think by now we would have been about 15,000 downloads.
Fucking hell.
Like that's all them together, excluding
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's amazing. But we haven't done it alone. There's a lot of help from our podcast.
Yep.
A little while ago, Empty Rant asked us to make an ad to play on his show. I'm not sure if he's played it yet, but we made the ad. This shite podcast played it. In fact, they went one step further and did a whole fucking episode to us.
I listened to that. It was so good.
So good. Like,
Their agony art thing was so fucking funny.
I had no idea they were doing it either. I had no idea until the episode dropped. And I didn't even clock when I saw the name.
Yeah.
The All-Seeing Desiree, they called it. Like, even then, I didn't even click that it was about us until I listened to it. And I was like, holy shit, they're doing a whole episode on us. It's amazing.
That's good.
So, fucking amazing, guys. Really fucking sound.
Maybe we'll do one back, and I can spend the entire time in an Australian accent, which is so popular.
Well, I'm trying to look into in the new year, somehow figuring out Skype better.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we can do at least an episode where we feature on each other's.
That'd
I
be
want to look
badass.
into it because it'd be really cool to do because they're a great bunch of fucking guys. They're really
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Really good.
Also, Davian Dent, host, writer, and producer of Strange Times, The Bit of Sound. and the blank page, I want to say. But Strange Times, really good, really fun. He mentioned us on that, and then you played our advert on that the following episode.
He's gonna bum us.
He said he's gonna bugger us on his show.
Sorry,
I come get us.
I try and dilute it by saying bumming.
You gotta catch us.
Buggering
first, we can't run for shit. So,
no.
But yeah, so big shout out to him.
You watch us cut our Achilles heels.
He wants us to be on his show as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He's asked us to guest host
he's pretty close, isn't he? He's pretty close to Kingston.
Yeah. I think he'd want us to either dial in though. I don't know how he wants us to do it. I think he wants us because he
doesn't want us there in person.
He does it via Skype as well, I think. But I listen to his show and he'll be like, "Oh, blah blah blah's what's the joy in?" Shall I let him come in? And then someone's talking on it, like driving a car, talking on their phone, like. They had a comedian on there who was driving an Uber cab at the time in New York or somewhere, and he was just like, just chatting about his divorce and stuff, like
amazing. And
he has the other host. He had to host it with a guy called Kat, who I think's from Australia as well. I'm very glad that his kid found his iPad. That was an ongoing bit for a few episodes.
Well, you know,
I rest easy when I found out the fucking
supply
supply teacher had it in a desk drawer.
So he basically got it confiscated.
No, he left it in the gym, I think. And I was on the edge of my seat for the, it was a good space of episodes before it got found. They kept getting brought up again. I thought he was going to have to buy him a new one.
It's going to be green lit for the next
He actually tweeted our last episode and hashtag tuck it in.
Yeah!
Yeah! Tuck it fucking in.
Tuck it right in.
But all this, we're all joined together on podnose.com.
Yes, check out Podnose.
That's been a really good hosting site for UK
it's
podcasts.
Great, yeah, because there's about 12 other sort of podcasts on there, and it's everyone's kind of sort of everyone's supporting
it's growing,
each
and
other.
George
sort of
works really fucking hard in maintaining it, getting everyone's stuff up there. It's not like I update an episode, it goes on automatically. He's just going through it all.
Yeah,
he's still learning and evolving it, and I'm sure there's gonna be some big changes to come. But we've been invited to the Christmas party.
Oh yeah,
we have been invited to Christmas party.
I check that out. Yeah, I think as long as it doesn't coincide with my fucking work Christmas party,
Mate,
that could be a laugh.
Oh yes, and obviously it's getting off work.
Yeah, there is that as well
for beer and pizza. So there's some little shout outs to all those guys. Also, I want to make a quick mention. I recently appeared on the Laps podcast.
Yes, you did.
A very popular podcast from Canada. It was interesting. It was a Skype interview. We talked about an hour. Quite depressing subject. You'll hear it when it comes out. I did try and make it jolly. I did throw a few upbeat things in there, but I don't know how much he's going to edit. And, know, he has the power to make it sound dark just sort of or make it light-hearted. Go through it. So I don't know what he's going to do. He did say there'd be quite a few months till it came out, but he recently emailed me saying he likes it so much it will probably be the next episode.
Ooh.
So when that drops, I put it on here. Again, don't expect me to be talking about fucking your mum and stuff, because that's not what it is. It's actually quite...
No incest here.
It's actually quite something to emo, quite a very personal adventure I went through that I discuss.
Did you discover yourself?
To discover myself. But there's so many more podcasts to mention.
You got Frasier cranked.
Well, we're not going to do them all now because that's ridiculous. I do want to do a quick shout out though to my cousin Stephen Henry, who recently appeared on 180 on Sky One.
Oh, that's that's like the new bullseye.
Yeah, with Davina McCall and Freddie Flintoff. Yeah, he basically had to play darts.
What the fuck is Davina McCall? Like, she ain't no darts flubber.
I know, right? He had to answer questions. When you answer questions, like you're darting, you're throwing darts at targets. Not just a dartboard, actual targets to win money or get to the next round. And he fucking stormed it, man. He was so good. He was so funny.
Well,
he was so funny as well, and he actually won that episode.
Fucking A. So is there like a grand final sort of scenario?
I don't know. I don't know. It'd be awesome if there was. I haven't heard mention of it.
Because there's not really many shows now that do like a tournament. Like Gladiators used to be a tournament.
Yeah.
That was a tournament.
Yeah.
And then you became like King of the Gladiators.
King of the Gladiators. So I don't know if there is going to be a finale he'll show up in, but he was really good in the episode. He was really funny as well.
Oh well.
And his little intro video is hilarious. So. Yeah, if you ever catch an episode of that and one of the contestants is Stephen Henry, stick with it. It's my cousin, and it's well worth a watch.
If maybe if we can find a recording of that, we can put it on the Facebook page.
I did actually share it to the Facebook page.
Oh, already?
He put it up a little. He put it up on YouTube a few days after it aired, and I did share it to the Facebook page.
Oh man.
So yeah, give it. Even if you just watch his intro, because it is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna do a quick Geezedropping before we get into today's topic, because we have much to discuss.
This is yes.
So this is Geezedropping.
I like biscuits. So this Geezedropping. Having a listen.
So this is more of a holiday special because we both overheard some things whilst we were away. I'm going to start. When I was in New York, we went to Central Park and we were crossing over a street and there was a policeman guiding people through. And I looked up and the policeman saw this woman and he was like, hey, no texting whilst you're walking. And she just responded with, I'm not texting, I'm Googling. And it's just like, it's the same fucking thing. You're on your phone, you dick.
I love the... Yes, okay, so my bad,
It's
my
like,
bad.
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
sorry.
I thought you were texting. I'm so sorry.
What are you Googling?
What are you Googling?
Latest text slang.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just found that ridiculous that someone would
That's fucking
counter,
hilarious.
like have an
To a policeman as well.
to counteract.
They had guns.
Yeah, I know, and they will willingly shoot you.
Yeah, of course, yeah. They shoot, then ask questions.
Yeah.
Bang! Somebody here call 911? Yes, officer.
Oh right, yeah. Go on, Google 911. I don't know.
I'm just Googling for 911.
Ah.
I'm just Googling for police shot me.
So yeah, I just found that ridiculous that people would like get sassy with a police officer.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't
A lot
dare.
of
I'd
sass
get
in
billy
you.
clubbed over the shins.
Yeah, yeah. Save that for the English ones. They don't give a shit.
They really don't.
So my geese dropping. When I was in Malta, everyone was lovely. I thought they were relaxed. I thought safe. There was no dickheads, apart from fat English women. And even worse, fat English women on buses.
Oh man.
I must say, their bus system in Malta is awesome.
Oh good.
Like, in getting around, you buy essentially an Oyster card that you don't need to top up. You pay €21.
I just like the like one of the. I mean, you've mentioned things about Malta, but you're just like the bus service is incredible.
Well, this is
Are
why.
you like
You'll
60
see why.
years
You'll
old?
see why. You buy this. I actually have the ticket in my wallet. I'll show it to you. It's amazing.
You're gonna keep that.
Yeah, I like it. It's like an Oyster card, and you buy it for €21, and that lasts you a week as many times as you like.
That's not too bad.
And it's literally a card, just beep, scan like your Oyster card.
Done.
If they did that here, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple. Like, that's what, €21. It's sort of £17, maybe £18, something like that.
It's pretty good.
For the entire week, as many times as you like. So, and they run on time, really easy. So,
I guess the buses are probably like the main like
So,
source of
yeah.
transport.
yeah, so it's every small island, so yeah.
Yeah.
Buses galore. We're waiting to get on the bus. And I'm going to start, before telling the story, what I actually heard that made me write this down. I heard an Englishwoman shout, "I'm not aggressive, I'm assertive." And in brackets, I put fat English aggressive woman. This woman was fat English woman,
And aggressive.
and in front of her was like a really frail woman
Yeah.
with like her little travelling companion. And they're both quite old, obviously been out in the sun, and she
spastic
was
little
trying.
helper.
No, not at all. And they were both trying to get on the bus, and they got separated because everyone was like storming to get on.
Yeah.
All English people, not
Standard.
the
Yeah. They
fucking
don't.
queue.
Yeah. There's.
And the old woman got left behind, and she kind of walked past this fat woman, and the fat woman started shouting, "Excuse me! Excuse me!" And the woman was like, "Oh, sorry. No! No!" She didn't say, she said something else. She went, No! I'm English. You say excuse me to me, and excuse me, I'm English. You say excuse me.
Fuck off.
Don't say anything else." And then the other woman was like, "You're so aggressive." "I'm not aggressive. I'm assertive. I'm English."
You're cunt.
And then she went to touch her shoulder to say sorry again. She went, "Don't touch me. Hurt. It hurts." Because she's obviously sunburned.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So embarrassing. You know, Will sat behind the couple she was shouting at.
Yeah.
And we saw one of the women get her phone out and show her other friend, like a those silly like inspirational messages you see on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
She showed her one
Was
of
that a
those.
picture of
She
Minions?
showed her one of those on her phone, and it just said, "My one regret in life is not telling enough people to fuck off."
Yes. Amazing.
There was one quick thing I wanted to bring up while on the subject of my holiday in Malta that I meant to bring up earlier.
Yeah.
I was away for 8 nights.
Yep.
So I arrived.
I missed you.
I missed you too. So I arrived about 4:00 Sunday,
Yeah.
and then 8 nights later I left very early in the morning, Monday morning.
Indeed.
8 nights. What would you say is the acceptable amount of time for someone to shit in that time?
In 8 nights.
Yeah, well, 8 days.
I guess
7
like 8 times. If you're a normal person with a normal system of digestiveness.
I shit 40 times.
40.
Yeah, it was relentless, mate. Like, not even like I had the shits. Like, I had to keep I need to get to a toilet. At no point was I caught short or like I have to go. Just when I got
40.
I would get up, have a shit, go have the buffet breakfast, come back, have a shit, have another shit, go out, come back, have a shit. Like, And that included, because at one point I said to Lizzie, I was like, I'm on like 32 shits. She's like, she's like, do you reckon you can get to 40 before we leave? And I was like, I hope so. And that was the thing is, as soon as we landed,
this is why I love your wife, because there's situations like that where some people are like, oh my god, you need to go to a doctor. Not your wife, not Lizzie. And she'd be like, no, you got to hit 40.
The last day, I was like 6 away, and I did like 4 in a space of an hour before leaving. The last day, to be fair, was the worst.
So you did 40 shits in 8 nights.
Yeah.
I've just worked out on my phone. That is an average of 5 shits a day.
I think one day I did 7. So some days were less than others.
So like Sunday was a bit of a quiet.
The last day was really bad because I shit so many times, even at the airport, like literally to the point of getting on the plane. As soon as I got off the plane, this is why I didn't count it as 41, because I did as soon as I got off the plane in England.
That don't count. Yeah.
I did shit at the airport.
Yeah, that don't
twice. Count. I did more shits the day of.
You're
getting
back in English soil.
I didn't shit in the soil, no, but I did shit a lot. Mate, my fucking arsehole the last day had so much fucking fire. I thought it was going to drop its own mixtape. Like,
oh dear God! This is bare fire.
Oh my God, so much fire.
Check out my mixtape. It's just you shitting.
Anyway, so there's my shitting updates.
Oh dear God!
That's
not going to be an episode, like daily. Like that's not going to be like every episode.
No, we won't update on shit's episode. No. That I felt needed to be mentioned. It's still a bit delicate, actually. To be fair,
we should do shitting episode part 2, and you can just take us through each shit.
Because I was getting up last night, up back at home to shit, and was like nothing was coming out. Like it was just sore. I've got anal sore in my bag. I have it with me in my bag.
Maybe we can record you applying that later.
It makes a horrible fucking squelching noise as well. My arsehole's swimming in the stuff right now. This episode, we are talking about
let's move
internet crazes and internet fads.
Yeah.
So
this seemed like something that would be really fun to cover, because it always feels like there's at least one every year that people just absolutely clamber onto, and it like to the point that it makes like the press, for good or bad reasons. You know,
usually bad.
Yeah, usually bad, because everyone's a fucking idiot.
So I had it prepared here as drinking a fish, downing spirits, pouring ice over your head. This episode we talk internet crazes, not the viral videos one person is doing something dumb, but the ones that everyone feels like they must be doing after getting nominated. Then after completing the action, they nominate 2 or 3 friends who are either dreading it or eagerly awaiting it. Awaiting to be nominated, but still act like it's a chore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. I am completely prepared
for it.
It's just like,
oh my God, they put it up. Please say
it. Secretly love it, and they have it all planned out. We are reaching far from the craze from the Ice Bucket Challenge, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're going to be going beyond that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the first big one. Not
necrophilia.
No, not necrophilia.
Have sex with a dead person and then nominate 2 friends to do the same thing.
Yes, but not the same dead body you've slept with.
No.
Neckronomiate.
Yes.
Also known as neck and nominate.
Yep.
So I have a little summary of it here from Wikipedia. It's an online drinking game where they require someone to film themselves drinking a pint of an alcoholic beverage, usually a beer, in one gulp, and upload the footage to the web. Then they nominate 2 others to do the same, although a third nomination can be done as well, and they have up to 24 hours to complete the task. This became popular 2014, and it spread and it escalated, and it all got more and more extreme.
See, because I remember finding out about this from our friend Emma. This is when Emma
she nominated. I remember Ray got nominated, didn't he?
Yeah, it was because I found out through her, but then it basically like the origins that I found out about it would have been, I guess, from like Australia, South Africa. They're not the same places, obviously, but that's where it sort of came from, and I didn't quite get it. Because at this point, it was literally just that. Yeah. Just people with a pint, neck it, nominate someone else.
Yeah.
As soon as the English got hold of it, gone and fucked it.
Well, as soon as the English got hold of it, the British news tabloid paper Metro reported that at least 5 deaths in the United Kingdom and Ireland are believed to be directed link to the game.
And what does that tell you? We can't fucking hold our drink. Australians, they can neck anything.
One of these was Jonathan Bryan from County Carlow, whose father later appeared on the Late Late Show. So we went straight in though. Like,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah, there was no messing around.
I was in Ireland, the first death. I do have it written down here. We'll be getting to it. But it originated in Australia
Yeah.
before spreading to UK and Ireland. It was very popular, posted to Facebook.
That was it. That's with the majority of them, innit? It all just goes via Facebook. You just share the video and
The
it goes
game's
out.
popularity has been linked with video posted to Facebook by Ross Sampson, a London Irish rugby player, on the 25th of December 2013, in which he drinks a bottle of beer and says, "I nominated all of you whose birthday it's not. Merry Christmas." After deaths were linked to the game, Sampson distanced himself from it. Oh, I didn't fucking do it. Oh, shit.
Nope, didn't do it. Didn't do it, wasn't me.
Oh, shit.
What if it was your birthday? You couldn't do it? Was that it?
An early
said-
mention was made of the game on Twitter in 2011 when a British man mentioned playing it with a friend via Skype.
Ah.
The game only mentioned 198 times on Twitter. Then 2 weeks after the video of the rugby player, it was mentioned 1,048 times.
Fucking hell. But this is the thing, man. When it really hit, it started getting out of control. Because it started off with people just having a pint, drinking it, and that
Then it
because
went
it
to,
was
like,
it was like the
quarter bottle of whiskey
simplest
and stuff, didn't it?
It was
Yeah.
the simplest fucking thing. That was a bit of a laugh, but because we're English and we're all a bunch of cunts, we have to take it too far because people want to stand out and they want to, in this sort of thing, like anything, when you're sort of nominated for it, people's like thought on it is that literally just like, well, everyone's just doing pints. I'm going to do something much better, which is, as you said, people are necking like pints of fucking vodka or a bottle of whiskey, and it's just like.
Well, the
it's not-
first British victim was a former grammar school boy, Isaac Richardson. He was
Don't call him
20.
see, I feel that victim's not the right word because victim suggests that they were not at fault.
Claimed his first British victim. He was 20.
The first wanker
20.
deserved it. Deserved it.
He drank a lethal mix of wine, whiskey, vodka, and lager before collapsing and dying in the early hours.
What do you think was going to happen?
Friends of him said he was dared to drink something messed up at the South London Backpackers Hostel where he worked, and to try and outdo other gamers.
Pete, see, everyone's taking this the wrong route. Everyone's just like, man, I'm going to fucking drink. If they want to do if they really want to stand out, pint of piss. Down a pint of piss. That would have got some fucking attention.
Another one died. Bradley Eames actually quoted, "This is how you drink," he boasted, before he downed 2 pints of gin and died 4 days later.
Oh my god.
He filmed himself drinking the equivalent of 37 shots of gin.
That's like a bottle.
Told his friends that he had to show everyone who is boss. At the end of the stunt, turns to the camera and gives a thumbs up sign. Just hours later, he complained of feeling unwell.
Yeah, you just drank 2 pints of gin.
Lawyers warn people who issue dares ending in death could face charges.
He who dares dies.
Man, crazy.
But
man.
that is it.
He was
Like,
found
this is
dead at his home 4 days later.
that cunt right there is like the perfect example where they're just like, no, this is how you drink. It's just like. Give over.
There were some
Tuck
tweets.
it in.
There were some tweets here. Just woke up to a Neckronomiate of a mate drowning in his own urine. This escalated quickly. Tom White necking a pint of Red Bull in Sky Sports Studios for his neck nomination. What a lad!
Really? To be fair, I think necking a pint of Red Bull is probably going to be worse than necking a pint of.
But
either.
this is kind of like when it started getting a bit silly. So this guy actually was nominated on Facebook, but instead he posted a video saying, "Cheers, nomination. To be honest, I've seen it all now on the internet. I'm not going to get involved." And he basically kind of drank a coffee and was like, I refuse to do it. It's silly, blah, blah, blah. And, this got shared more than 10,000 times and was liked by 45,000 people.
See, that's the thing about it as well, is that there's the people that don't care about it still end up making fucking videos for it to show like how much they don't care.
When I was researching this, I was trying to find some really fucked up videos to watch, like to play the audio.
Yeah.
And I thought I found one. This guy was like, "Thank you for the nomination." He's like, "I have bleach." And he was pouring bleach and like washing detergent into this big cup. And I was like, "Fucking hell, he's going to drink it." And he went, "And I'm not going to drink it because I'm not stupid." Put it down. Instead, I'm going to tell you shouldn't be doing that. I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Here's a little fucking story for you. Wasn't there like one guy though that did like
Someone drank bleach.
Yeah, but it was like a syringe of it or something.
Yeah.
And then they snorted like something up their nose.
It stopped being neck
Yeah.
and nominate and shoot yourself up with fucking washing detergent.
Yeah. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
But then
For what?
That'll open the door to a lot more. And I have like a top 10 extreme internet crazes.
Oh, brilliant.
wasn't always great.
Fine research, sir.
I don't think I actually did the whole top 10 actually, because some of them actually weren't very exciting.
Oh.
So these are the select few.
False advertisement.
Number 10 though, the cinnamon challenge.
Ah, yeah.
Now the objective of this was to film yourself swallowing a spoonful of ground cinnamon in under 60 seconds without drinking anything.
Not easy.
Sound easy? Think again. You kind of did this, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, this is.
If you go to our YouTube page, you'll see a video of Joe having a spoonful of cinnamon in the pub.
Here's the thing, though, because this was something I think I recorded Jack doing. Jack, who's one of our friends again, who works at the pub.
Jack Weber.
Jack
from
Weber.
Finding Cox.
Apologies. Shout outs. But I was down there one night and he actually did. He was unfortunately fed 2 spoons.
Oh.
I don't think it was his choice. But he's the only person I've ever actually seen complete it and actually do it. He didn't cough out or anything like that at all. He actually swallowed this fucking cinnamon.
Just put a candle wax over his tongue, like
Maybe
Homer eats
that's
the chili.
it. Oh yeah, and then fucking trips out.
Oh, that's a good episode.
But yeah, no, I gave it a go. Failed miserably.
It was fucking funny though.
It was funny,
when
yeah.
you cough. Oh man, it's like you're a dragon.
Like a ball of cinnamon
Seriously.
just comes flying out.
I'll repost the video on the page when this comes out because it is a good fun video to watch.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like it is fucking funny.
Tastes awful. That's the
It
only thing I've
looked
learned from
fucking
that.
rank.
Cinnamon.
When you open your mouth, it looked horrible. I don't like cinnamon anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like cinnamon anything.
Give me a nice bit of ginger.
Number 9. This one I hadn't heard of, and was the salt and ice challenge.
No, I don't know that. What was that?
Basically, you pour salt on your bodies, usually on the arm, and then either the person or someone else applies ice to the salt, which causes a burning sensation. Reports have emerged of children and teenagers being left disfigured for life.
Oh, we should do that now. I've got salt and ice.
Yes,
we should do that after this.
Let's get this fit after this.
No, not after this, but we'll do it. We'll do it during or at the end of this list. I'll get some ice and salt, and we'll just see how burnt I can get.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Should we do that now?
No, we'll do it. I want to see what the rest of the list is. I might change my mind.
Number 8, I've skipped Harlan Shake. Fucking, we all know the Harlan Shake.
God.
Blah blah blah.
Even that was just got out of hand.
It did get out of hand, yeah. Train surfing or subway surfing in New York City.
I didn't see that.
Subway surfing is simply one of the dumbest things you can do. So a 45-year-old man was killed as he was riding on top of a 6 train in Sound View and hit his head on a piece of overhanging subway infrastructure.
Oh, that's dead, mate.
He suffered head trauma and was pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses said a man had been walking between cars and climbed on top of the roof of the train where his head slammed into a hard object.
Mate, you got Dennis Hoppered.
Yes,
That's how he dies in speed.
But I'm taller. A spokesperson for MTA, I don't know what MTA is, has said, subway surfing is simply one of the dumbest things you can do. Don't do it.
Or is it MTA?
Yeah.
That's mouth to arse.
Ah, yes.
That's the reverse.
Oh, this is sad. Another 45-year-old man who went by the name Gump died similarly in October when he climbed up between 2 subway cars as a train entered the station only to hit his head on a steel beam.
I mean, to me, it sounds like the subway riding is just a midlife crisis. Because it's just 40-year-old men.
Yeah,
doing it.
45.
They're just like, you know what? I've been working this job for 20 years. I got married. I got 2 kids. I need to do something exciting. Dying, apparently, is the option you've gone for.
Why don't you just do it on a train that's not going into the underground?
Perhaps. There you go. Just one that isn't even moving.
Why
just
not
get
just-
on it and then just like, right, I've done that now.
Why not just do that? Planking.
Ah, yeah.
Now-
That was so popular for so long.
Planking was very popular.
The thing I find is these things again usually gain a lot of attention when celebrities start doing it as well.
Well, there was the fad also made the news in September 2009 when 7 doctors and nurses working at Great Western Hospital in Swindon, England, were suspended for playing the lying down game while on shift.
Oh, that will do it. Did someone die?
It's
whilst they were
also
doing it?
apparently though, a form of fitness. A Danish fitness instructor smashed the world record for holding the world's longest plank. How long do you think the longest plank was?
4 days.
4 hours and 28 minutes.
Not even close.
Tom Hole, 51, beat his rival current world record, who was a Chinese police officer, and he beat it by
fuck with the Chinese.
he beat it by 2 full minutes.
But the thing is, like, that's a different kind of because the planking we're on about is the one where you're just like completely flat down,
Yeah.
like on anything.
Yeah.
But that kind of planking is like you're raised on your
This
you're
is where it's
raised
kind
on
of
your
where they're
forearms.
saying kind of like
Works your
originally
core.
from, wasn't it? Yeah, we did. Yes, what it says here. Yes, core strength muscle exercise. It's a wonderful feeling to get the title of world champion back, 'cause he had it previously before the Chinese policeman took it away from him. I've
World
never pushed
champion.
myself that far. I had a serious crisis for almost 2 hours after mentally arguing with myself. Finally, asked for the time at 3 hours 41 minutes. I thought I'd stay on the 3 hours and was ready to quit. Great.
What an amazing book he's going to write.
Australian Acton Bill, 20, plunged to his death after he tried to plank some railings in 2011.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Once deaths start happening, everyone's just like,
He
well, this is
eventu-
ridiculous.
He eventually won a Darwin Award. Why? He died for planking. It's like fucking sucks. What?
How did he eventually, after dying?
Now, one of the stupidest ones, which you see videos all the time, is playing chicken with a train.
Yeah, I always see these, and I'm always dubious about as to how legit they are. I don't know, because I mean, people are good with Photoshop, man.
They are.
But there's people like I saw one recently, and it was a guy literally like laying down on the tracks, and the train going over him.
Oh yeah,
And then he
you can
gets
do
up,
that.
and it's just like, wait. I'm just
you-
like, fuck that, man.
You
Like,
can do that though, can't you? You
Yeah,
can
you
lie
can,
between the
but
rails.
you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
It's
You
insane.
definitely shouldn't.
It's the act of a madman.
Yes, or a brave man.
Well, you know, we'll agree to disagree.
But you know, we all know about chicken. Let's move on to things younger kids are doing on the internet. The choking game.
I think you told me a little bit about
You
this one.
told me about this.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, in fact,
Maybe that's why I remember.
you
it.
messaged me ages ago, being like, "Oh, this new
Oh yeah.
choking game." Now, this is what the choking game is. The choking game, or they call it 5 Minutes in Heaven or Blackout. The Knockout Challenge. These are just a few of the names for the dangerous adolescent pastime, which has been around for decades, but it's back with a vengeance. So you basically have to cut off your friend's airwave, or cut off the airwave until he or she feels a quick euphoric rush.
That's manslaughter.
The catch is sometimes the person being choked will pass out or be left with irreversible brain damage, and sometimes even die.
Well, it's just asphyxiation, isn't it? This is like a sex thing, but for kids, because they don't realise.
They're doing it as like a little high.
Yeah.
For what I'm getting.
I mean,
gathering.
why not just sniff glue? Same sort of thing. I don't like sniff glue or like a marker pen. You get the same feeling.
It's amazing how many have played the game or know about it. It goes back for decades. But why are kids so quick to try it?
Because drugs are awesome.
It's a group coordination thing. Takes over. When a group of teens get together, one suggests it, they will have to do it.
Imagine that.
Trying out to each other.
Because obviously, like, there's obviously like our Facebook where we're all 30, and in comparison to like a 14-year-old's Facebook, completely different. Imagine getting an invite to a blackout party, and they're all just stuck and sitting around, like just choking each other out until they get that high.
I found like a forum thing, and it was like, what is the choking game? It's not a game at all. It's an act of suffocating on purpose.
It's a way of life.
Adolescents cut off the blood flow to the brain in exchange for a few seconds of feeling lightheaded. Some strangle themselves with a belt, a rope, their bare hands. Others push on their chests or hyperventilate. When they release the pressure, the blood that has blocked up floods the brain all at once, and it sets off a warm, fuzzy feeling, which is actually the brain dying thousands of cells at a time.
So here's what we do. Whilst I'm sticking salt and ice on my arm,
I'll strangle myself.
You strangle me, and then we'll see. You know, I get like a double.
We'll
whammy.
go stand on the train tracks when the train comes. I'll plank, but while strangling you, while you've got ice.
I've got salt and ice
You've
on my
got
forehead.
salt ice on your forehead. Can't we just freeze salt in the ice?
Yeah. Whilst down in pints
Just yeah.
of bleach.
And we'll do it all outside Nando's.
All outside Nando's. No, Frango's.
Of course, Frank.
No, actually, no, Nando's, because they won't want that
And
advertisement.
then we'll choke each other at the same time.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then just before the train hits me, we attempt to jump out the way.
See?
We'll release each other's necks and be like,
This
oh,
is
so
exactly-
dizzy. Now I've got to dodge a train.
This is exactly what I mean, see? We're trying to up everyone else by doing all of them together.
And then we nominate 3 other people.
Fucking English people, man. We're fucking the worst.
Well,
But that is ridiculous. And kids that age do really sort of clock onto that.
Well,
fucking
there
shit.
is one thing more than that. The fire challenge.
Please do go on.
A 15-year-old boy in Buffalo, New York, died after purposely setting himself on fire. Another boy of the same age in Lexington was hospitalised with severe burns for the same thing. So what could be causing this strange behaviour? It turns out It is, of course, a little internet craze called the Fire Challenge, a dangerous up-and-coming craze on Facebook and YouTube. In said challenge, for those who accept, people must douse their bodies in a flammable solution and light themselves on fire with the goal of extinguishing the flames before third-degree burn kicks in. The process is caught on video.
Are they aware that
and then,
there's
of
like
course,
first and second degree burns, which are equally as
proudly
bad?
displayed on social media by the survivor.
How are they going to know when are they going to like set their arm on fire? It's like, okay, that's first, that's second. Oh, that's third. Oh, that's third. That's third. Get it out.
It's a sorry state of affairs when a 15-year-old person doesn't know they should be set themselves on fire is a bad idea.
Don't. So don't.
So now we need to set
What you're saying-
now we need to set ourselves on fire. We're on this train
Yeah,
tracks
God,
doing
this
this
is
at
getting
once.
fucking
We're gonna
hell.
need some help.
Yeah. Ed.
Ed. Oh mate, Ed, can you just set us on fire? while this is happening?
Whenever we require a third person.
Ed. Our Swiss Army knife.
He helped film one of our music videos.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Good lad.
Yes.
It was good that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
It's
that-
off topic,
he
but, you
filmed
know,
for why you
Just
stressing?
shout outs to Ed.
Which we did play. Shout outs to Ed Wooderson.
Ed Woodison.
Um,
Eddie Love.
Deadly, or is it Charlie?
Yeah,
I didn't really get Charlie when it was happening.
This is this is quite a not current, but it was like around the sort of start of the year I started seeing all this Charlie shit. Now, from what I gather, is that you have I guess just use 2 pencils.
Yep.
And you have to cross them in the shape of a cross.
Cross, yep.
Or not
It's more like in the middle, yeah.
not a Jesus cross, like
Yeah.
a plus sign.
Yeah.
And then
Well put.
which then creates like 4 sections, and in those 4 sections, the 2 of them at the top you write yes and yes, and then the bottom ones there's no and no. You lay it on a table or a piece of paper, and then you literally just say something like Charlie, are you there?
Charlie, can we play?
Yeah. And supposedly
Charlie is a Mexican demon. He's a
Guillermo.
He is a dead Mexican spirit known as Charlie.
Charlie is the least.
This was
Mexican
like a
demon
Twitter
name.
game. The Charlie Challenge, played by thousands. The picture I'm looking at describes exactly what you said,
Yeah.
but instead of saying yes, and no, it has pictures of each member of One Direction with "Who Will I Marry" above it.
Oh,
Because
fuck off.
that's how they were playing it. Like,
Of course they were.
um,
And all that means is that's just Charlie just choosing which one's gonna die.
so yeah, that's how we'll be playing it.
Yeah.
But it's basically a Luigi board, isn't it?
A Luigi board.
Luigi board.
Down, I heard Luigi.
Yeah, I did say Luigi.
Amazing.
I did say Luigi.
Oh, you're my favourite human.
Yes.
God.
Luigi
The
board.
Luigi board. Can you imagine doing that and it just comes like, it's me, Mario.
Is the princess okay?
That's an Italian.
No.
The Luigi board is summons Italian, New York Italian plumber demons.
Dear.
And King Koopa.
Greg.
That was awesome.
You've done it again.
A Luigi board, yes.
So what are the dangers of Charlie? Well, this is actually a Father Fortia from...
Is he Mexican?
No. I think he's actually from Italy. He's
What does he know about Mexican demons?
warned that the game involves the real occult practice of calling on spirits, cautioning people that some spirits who are root of the practice will harass those who play the game.
But there are there are certain sort of demons. I mean,
Players won't be possessed though. The spirit's been
What's the
summoned.
point?
Will just stay around for a while.
Oh, just fuck shit up.
Oh, we go. Another priest.
They'll move in.
Another priest, Stephen McCarthy, warned students at St. John's in Catholic High School in Philadelphia against the game as well. There is a dangerous game going around on social media which openly encourages impressible young people to summon demons. I want to remind you, there is no such thing as innocently playing with demons.
It's very true.
The problem with opening yourself up to demonic activity
They will
is
fuck
you
you in
won't
the
be able
arse.
to close it.
That's sodomy. Yeah, and they were kind of a little bit weird, but there was nothing more than that. It was literally just the pencil moves, and they just go, "Oh my god!
Oh my god, the pencil moves.
Oh god, Charlie's here!"
But I was getting it confused with this one, which came around the same time.
I really want Charles Manson just to turn up. That's what it is.
Even-
Charlie, you there? And he just,
He
like,
just has an out-of-body experience. He's in the room with us.
yeah.
But this was happening around the same time as this one, the Game of 72, and that's I started getting them confused.
Okay.
Do you remember the Game of 72?
No.
This one was quite big. It was in the papers a lot. This is where it was a dare game, the Game of 72. It started in France, where basically the kids had to try and disappear for 72 hours.
What?
But nothing, no social media, no phone. It first made it into the news when a 13-year-old girl in France sent her parents into panic after going missing for 3 days. She finally appeared back home. The girl, named Emma, refused to tell her parents and police where she'd been hiding and said that she had successfully completed the Game of 72.
Fuck that, man.
And this went on. Like, then it started happening in Florida. Then it got onto social media.
Maddie McCann is currently winning that game. She's been missing for 3 years. No, fucking 7 years, isn't it? How long has she been missing for?
Well, first, they thought it was like a bizarre internet hoax. Because he was like hearing about it, but you know.
Yeah.
But then on Monday, not this Monday, this is a while ago, police in English country of Essex found 14 and her 15-year-old friend safe and unharmed after they had been
Missing.
So yeah, so they didn't last the whole 72 hours. They were found by police.
And murdered for not completing the mission.
They were not, according to, but they wouldn't. None of them can give up details of where they've been. So it did start happening in England.
If you were a parent, you'd smack the shit out.
Oh man, you wouldn't you?
And then, you know, probably overdo it, kill them, and then bury them, and then they'd go actually missing for 7.
And then nominate someone else to do it to their kids.
Yeah. That's the one we're putting out there.
It's interesting.
Kill your children.
As a 13-year-old child, where would you go hide for 72 hours? From everyone.
From everyone?
But where would you go hide?
I'd be fucked. I wouldn't know where to go.
I
I'd
wouldn't
go
know
to a
where
mate's
to go
house.
But yeah, with them.
And when I was 13, they lived 4 doors
exactly.
down. So
You had to hide in your mate's shed or something.
yeah.
I remember I tried to run away once. I took a box of fucking cornflakes. I didn't get there.
You'd have to keep moving, man. Honestly, because
if
if you didn't come back
13.
after a day, your mum and dad are going to be out looking for you. I'd say I'd go to Sunbury Park, but you're going to have to keep moving.
Yeah, you have to move to a different park eventually.
Fuck that.
I wouldn't know where to go at 13.
At 13 years old, I want to go to Sunbury Park. I want to live in there. Found shotgun shells in there once. It was fucking weird.
Nice. When we were kids, there used to be what looked like an amazing Jaguar car in this like garage.
Yeah.
But we climbed in through the window because it was old. It was covered in dust and shit. I remember we just climbed in one day and we were like stamping on the bonnet. We were like kicking the windshield in. It'd been there for years untouched.
Yeah.
And then
That's not the point,
And then we
Greg.
opened the boot and we found a shotgun in there.
Fucking hell.
And like dead rotted rabbits.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we didn't play with it though.
Yeah, no, you don't want to go fucking filling your mate's chest with buckshot, do you?
My mate's dad was a fucking police officer, so we were just like, let's not go.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to get away with this.
See, we were sensible.
Well,
We didn't shoot each other.
and then nominate your mates.
Instead, we nominated each other to snort a gunpowder
Yeah.
and then fucking stick a match up our nose.
Fuck that. It'll blow your head off. It'll literally blow your fucking head off. Yeah, man. I don't know. That's a bit extreme for my liking. I don't think I could. I even as a kid, like, I don't think I could do that. To
Well,
mum and
out of
dad.
all these ones so far, what do you think's been the most stupid one?
Probably the choking. The choking's pretty stupid.
Yeah, more stupid than setting yourself on fire.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. No, setting yourself. Well, I mean, I've set myself on fire before.
It's true. I have seen you do that,
Yeah.
but not how they're doing it. They're dousing themselves. You
No.
you like set your bollocks on fire.
I did, yeah. That was ridiculous.
Sadly, we don't have a video of that.
No, it's a good night though.
I have to redo it again.
Ed met his girlfriend that night after setting his head on fire.
Oh yeah, and
That's a great
That's
story.
the way to a woman's heart.
That
set
is a
your head
great
on
story.
fire, or get your mate to set his balls on fire.
Boom.
Was it-
Yeah.
Who did it? Did he set his head on fire first?
He
And then you
yeah,
tried to
we were
upstage
just
him,
we were
a
just
typical
pissed.
fucking yobbo Joe who set your balls on fire.
We were just pissed down the pub, and it was I can't even remember why. But I basically sprayed a line of like deodorant along his head, and he had like a flaming mohawk, and I just said, mate, just spray my balls and set them up, and they lit. The thing was, the great thing was, like when Ed did his like flaming mohawk, everyone was just like, ah, ha, 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 and then they smelled his burning hair, so it was went, oh my god, get out, leave, get out, like. But yeah, that was a stupid night. No, you're probably right. Setting yourself on fire is probably one of the stupidest ones so far.
Yeah.
I have. Do you have something stupider? I've got a feeling.
No.
You were lining that up like, well, if you think that's stupid, wait until you see this.
No. I think what we've been discussing about trying to do them all at once is probably the most ultimate fucking challenge.
That would be the ultimate. Yeah. So if you are out there,
I
and you
dare
think
you
that
to try and survive that.
Yeah. Don't nominate us. We won't fucking do it.
Yeah.
We won't. And don't try and sue us. This
Because
is
you
your
could
problem.
surf on the train, jump off the train, try and play chicken
Jump
at the same
off
time.
the train whilst choking each other on fire,
With ice
landing
and
on a
salt.
pile of salt and ice.
Yes.
Um.
And then down a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. Perfect. Love it. They're probably the next one. I swear it's probably just gonna be something like the break your leg challenge, and it'll just be like you have to purposely break your leg,
Well, I actually bring it down a notch now.
and it'll just be like, oh, I nominate someone else.
I actually bring it down a notch. I actually bring it down to a more light-hearted one. I bring it down to the 15 seconds of Shakespeare,
Yeah.
which you actually
Yeah,
sent my way.
I saw this online, and it was basically the gist of it is that it's people have to recite lyrics from a pop song or a popular song, which I guess is just a pop song.
Yep. That's right.
But in the style of Shakespeare.
Yes.
And then they nominate other people to do it. This was, good bit of fun, but let it catch on, and I'm sure people will be, setting themselves on fire and doing it or something like that. But yeah, we.
I enjoyed it. I watched so many of the videos.
Yours is like the
I
one
watched
you did.
so
though.
many. I watched loads, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them. Then I was like, if we're going to do this episode, we should do one of these.
Me and Jack Weber agreed that the best part of your video is like the right at the end.
When the blind opens.
It's just so good.
If you haven't seen them, go on our YouTube page. It's All Seeing Guys 15-second Shakespeare challenge.
Yeah.
Or go on our
Or it's
Facebook
probably
page
like,
because they're on
it's
there.
laid up on there.
And I've got mine and Joe's. Mine at the end. I look
What was
at.
what was the song that you
I
you,
did
performed?
Mr. President Coco Jumbo.
Choice.
Aye, Coco Jumbo. Aye, yeah. Pick me up. Put me down. Put my feet back on the ground.
It's beautiful.
And then I look
Beautiful.
up, and I've got it's a quite operation. I've got the string to
I remember you telling me afterwards, just like,
lift up
mate, it was so much
the
effort.
blind behind my back, so it doesn't. So when I finish, I turn to the window, and it raises on its own, and the sun beams in. It was
Mate, it's cinematic beauty. It's amazing. I can't believe this hasn't been offered an Oscar
I
nomination.
so you had 40 views. And what did you do, Joe?
I chose Mungo Jerry's classic Summertime. Unfortunately, I broke
Give
the
us a snippet.
It was, what was it? In the summertime when the weather is high, you can push right up and touch the sky. When the weather is high and you've got women on your mind. I kind of broke the rules though because mine hit like 20 seconds.
Well, my video is like 20 seconds, but
Shakespeare's rolling in his grave.
Me actually saying the lyrics is like 15 seconds. I think yours went slightly over because you did a big.
Yeah. I really went into it.
But
And
yeah.
I think I paused at the end and just look into the distance.
That's funny. That's good. But yeah, check out 15 Seconds of Shakespeare. Check out
Some
Check
of
Out
them-
Everyone.
yeah, some of them are
the
really,
Gangnam
really
Style
funny.
one was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was good.
He's proper dressed up as in kids wear knight.
Yeah,
Like
with a horse. I
with
think he's got like a horse. between his
So
legs.
fucking funny.
Oh, dude.
The next one I have is a bit more nastier than
Yep.
15 Seconds of Shakespeare. This one was very recent. I don't really know the name because it's from Mexico.
Is it the
but it
is it the
translate-
Palestinian stabbing Israeli challenge?
No, it's not that one. That one's very popular. This one translates as the Little Pass Challenge. In a move way more useless than the original Ice Bucket Challenge, probably not as dumb as the Fire Challenge, teenagers in Mexico have created... How would you say that hashtag, Joe? Because I'll just say Luigi board again.
I don't even know where to start on that. Reto del Pastito?
That'll do. That will do.
It's so much. Is that supposed to be one word or is that?
It's hashtag as that or the Little Pass Challenge, which basically involves doing a line of coke on camera and then nominating
I
a friend
saw
to
this
do the
shit.
same. Naturally, people aren't too happy about this, and YouTube has started taking down the videos, but that hasn't stopped kids carrying on.
See, I think on some of those, maybe not doing cocaine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, oh, it's totally cocaine.
But what are they doing? What is,
Sherbet.
it's probably worse.
Sherbet.
What would be a better coke?
Yeah, how do you up the
snort?
ante? How do you up the ante on that one? It's just like, yeah, well, everyone's doing coke, but crystal meth, anyone?
Check out my 15 years later video. 15 years of crack video.
Yeah. I've been doing this. Everyone did it as a fad. I've been doing this for 15 years.
Yes.
That
Filming
is
myself do
that is
lines of
fucking
coke.
ridiculous.
But they're like teenagers, just filling themselves to a line of coke and then nominate someone else to do it.
Oh god.
It's nice, isn't it?
What a fucking world we live in.
So
I'll tell you what, man, natural selection is going to wipe out the
wait, doing it themselves, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
And there's evidence. We're filming it for future generations.
There you go, yeah.
You know what? I thought.
Imagine that being like a grandparent and
Yeah.
sitting down and just like, oh, granddad, tell me some of the stories of your childhood.
Ah,
It's like, well, let me tell you. Let me
Tell you? I'll show you.
Let me tell you about the time that I set myself on fire for internet fame.
Yes. Oh, I was famous for all of 10 minutes. Then I was an absolute agony.
Yeah.
Funny enough, when I was in Malta, we visited a World War II air raid shelter.
Yeah.
And when we left, we were saying, like, man, in like 15 years or so, that'll be like the end of that sort of generation.
Yeah.
Like, of
No one, anyone,
of that period.
any kind of sort of like people that were aware of
And that's
that wartime.
that's quite sad to think. I mean, that's that whole, all that's left now is what we are taught, that's it,
Yeah. What do we have? Like 9/11?
But now, things like this, someone set themselves on fire and filming it, and shit.
Don't.
This is what this generation is now building up as its legacy.
God, I'm going to be the most bitter old man. I can feel it coming.
Or you better get some fun YouTube videos out, Joe, because
That's going to be my channel, just the bitter old man YouTube channel. What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
just moaning. So now we get to the classic.
Ah, yes.
The classic.
The almost, I guess, would you say it's the original?
It's hard to say.
This is, I mean, it really kind of sort of, I mean, this was around the time of the sort of the great technology switch, wasn't it?
The concern in this was a rise in 2005.
Yeah.
So you,
this is
you
when
watch the original ones, and it's that old shitty phone video.
Yeah.
Like,
But this was around the time that sort of video and photo technology was being put in phones. Like 2005 was when it started becoming like a big fucking deal.
yeah.
Um,
And we are, of course, talking about happy slapping.
yeah.
But this wasn't so much. I mean, this was attacks on other people.
Yeah. This was fucking hard.
This was fucking. This
was massive in England.
It was actually quite a scary time because when I was
Yeah.
at school, I remember like being told it's happened here, it's happened there. And I was like, I remember they set an old man on fire at a bus stop.
Yeah.
And filmed it, and it's like, Jesus Christ. So what?
I love, and that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
All this shit that's happened since then. I mean, that's pretty fucking awful.
So they had a couple. There was a video labelled "Bitch Slap."
Yeah.
A youth approaches a woman at a bus stop, punches her in the face. In another knockout punch, a group of boys wearing uniforms are shown leading another boy across an unidentified school playground before flooring him with a single blow to the head. In a third, called Bank Job, a teenager is seen assaulting a hole-in-the-wall customer while another youth grabs the money she's just taken out the machine.
It's fucked up, man.
Welcome to the disturbing world of happy slappers, a youth craze which groups of teenagers with a camera phone slap or mug unsuspecting children or passerbys while catching the attacks on 3G technology.
See, this is why when you read in the paper about like a school kid being stabbed and stuff like that, I'm fine with it. I don't care. They fucking probably deserved it. And it's always sort of says, oh, they were a good, kind-hearted person. They probably weren't.
It was all happening.
Cunt,
It was all happening in public transport as well.
Yeah,
like,
I remember seeing one, and it was a guy asleep on the bus or a tube, and like the doors are about to close, like when like the tube doors are about to close, you get the beep. The beep happens, and the kid just fucking wallops him, man, and just fucking runs. And obviously, the stupidest thing is there's one person left on the train, like, still fucking filming it, and they're just fucking stuck on there, so they just had to like run down the tube. But like, that's fucked up shit, man. Like, I can't believe how much that happened. Like, it was, and again, like, it was a big, like, didn't someone die?
a few people died. There was a Muslim pensioner was killed outside a mosque by 2 members of a Happy Slappy gang. And they...
A gang.
I know, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But he was like a granddad out of his granddaughter.
Yeah,
and
that's
he died.
fucked up,
And he
man.
died from brain damage. The 2 blows themselves did not inflict serious injury, but it was more the Taylor. He fell backwards, hit his head,
Yeah.
and he died a week later. The death of the retired care worker really brought Happy Slapping into the courts at this point.
Yeah.
It's only 20. This is when they first, I think, bought an actual video footage to show the court. It was only 20 seconds long, but it's just like, oh my god. One of them was 14. He'd also attacked a married elderly couple 5 days before, kicking and stamping them in their own home.
You kind of sort of want to know,
14 years old.
I don't really understand the motives, man. Like, and I bet if you fucking asked him, he wouldn't be able to tell you.
And then there's another short clip they used of the unnamed 14-year-old hitting a bus driver who was talking on his phone during a rest period. 14 years old, man. He fucking kicked an elderly couple to
That kid's
death in
got
their
issues,
home,
bro.
then killed an old man outside a mosque, and then attacked, all filming it.
Yeah.
Like,
That guy needs.
why'd you film yourself do that?
Yeah. That's That's evidence.
So you're not doing it just to murder.
That's the thing. Like people, because like fucking kids these days.
Jeffrey
see that.
Dahmer wasn't Happy Slappy filming himself why he ate a black man's cock, was
Well,
it?
no, yeah. Whilst he hacked off another man's penis.
Yeah.
And then boiled it. And thank Christ, because that is not something I wish to see. And you know there's a website that would have that footage. That footage would be somewhere.
It'd be everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, there's Polaroids of his fucking, like, the fucking
I've seen
bodies
them.
and shit. That's horrible.
When I say I'm a fan of Jeffrey Dahmer, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not
No.
like admirer of his work, but I do find the whole story very fascinating.
Yeah.
And I have read lots and seen lots about it.
I'm the same with Charles Manson. I find him fucking fascinating.
It's great of them to met.
I know, right?
Aren't they doing that in that?
Fight to the death.
I never watched them, but in that American Horror Story.
There's,
the new series
they're
is
doing
in
one
a
which is
hotel.
isn't it? Which I think's like
The Cecil
apparently it's
Hotel, Skid Row.
loosely.
But haven't they said they're going to have Jeffrey Dahmer in it?
I
gonna
did
check
I
into
did
the
hear
hotel
that. Yeah, something like
and
that.
BTK
Surely Richard Ramirez would have been best because he actually stayed in the Cecil
He
Hotel.
did, yes, yeah.
Which would have been.
And
fucking-
what was the other one?
Oh, was it the
The woman that was cut in half.
Oh, the Black Dahlia.
Yeah, the Black Dahlia. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
I think that fucking show annoys me.
There
as
was
well.
I watched the first series, didn't even get into it.
No.
Try watching the second series, stopped. Everyone gets telling me, "Oh, you should watch the one about the witches. It's amazing."
Yeah.
And then they're saying, "Oh, you should watch the one with Hotel. Lady Gaga's in it."
Oh, what a fantastic reason to watch a show. That I don't give a fuck about.
When I first saw a picture of the hotel, I was just like, "Man, that's Cecil Hotel in Skid Row, man.
Yeah.
That's what they." I wonder if they would even
that's-
make any
that-
note about the
Lang
and
in the water tower.
In the water tower, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking thing's so weird.
Yeah, don't awaken that in me again. I got obsessed with that fucking story.
You did, mate, for like 2 weeks.
Man, I was.
But we digress.
Yes. Yes.
Man, like.
Sorry, this is turning into a completely different podcast.
But yeah, the whole sort of like all this shit, like where people are filming it and things like that. It's just credibility.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't doing it to murder.
Yeah.
He was doing it for the filming.
But he's such a fucking idiot that he doesn't realise that that's evidence. It's just evidence.
Yeah.
Like the best.
You're doing the police work for him.
Yeah, they're just like, well, this is open and shut. Done. You're a stupid idiot. Yeah,
man.
those kids. All I want to see is a video of them getting their fucking comeuppance. That's what I want to see. And like, you ever seen that show? What is it? Scared Straight.
Oh yeah.
It's not a gay kids being scared straight, like homosexual children having the gay scared out of them. But it's an American show where they like juvenile delinquents get sent to like an actual prison and treated like actual inmates, and some of them are so fucking funny. Just because they're like such little fuckers, and then by the end of it they're in tears and they're just like, yeah, I don't want to go to prison. It's like, no mate, you'll die. You will be a fucking tiny bitch.
They should put all the ones that've gone to prison for it in like a Big Brother house.
Yeah, dude, I want to see that, and then just send in.
But not make them popular
And then
like on
just
Channel
send in,
4. It should be
like-
like an internet subscription thing only. So like
Yeah.
the families of the victims can watch it and then choose what happens in the house.
Just put all
Like
the
Running
all the,
Man, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
More,
but no, instead you got like child murderers going in there, and it's like, oh, I love fucking kindness of children. What a day!
And they've all got
What a lovely day!
Just put pedos and murderers in there, and,
Yeah.
they've all got GoPros on their heads.
That's the show I want to see, man.
GoPro pedo.
GoPro. Copyright. That's a copyright. GoPro pedo. Amazing. That's the show I want to see. So yeah, all those little fuckers out there that have fucking beaten the shit out of someone's dad, or a Muslim grandfather, or have happy slapped anyone or anything like that. You're getting put in a fucking house, and we're gonna let pedos fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They're as bad as pedos themselves.
Well, I think that I still think the worst internet craze of all time is still Cheeky Nando's.
Ah, very true.
Some of it's getting boring now, though.
I tell you what, I had a conversation with a girl at work the other day, and she was just like, no joke, she turned to me and said, you know Nando's? I was like, yeah. When did they change the name to Cheeky Nando's? I was like, what? And she was like, because it's not Nando's anymore. It's Cheeky Nando's. I was like,
well done. You're about to get mentioned in my podcast.
Yeah. No, it's still Nando's. Do you know about Frango's though? It's well naughty.
Yes, I'm spreading the good word of Frango's.
I spread doth the good word of naughty Frango's.
Knocking door to door. I want to tell you about Frango's.
Yes. Excuse me, do you have a time to talk about Frango's?
Just one moment, please, sir. Talk about Frango's.
That's it. Oh, and of course, although we've mentioned it in a previous episode, obviously the Ice Bucket Challenge, which was for cunts.
Yes, I did it.
Oh, dear. Well,
It's fine. No, it's fine. It was cunts. That was internet fads and crazes.
Indeed.
We actually have... There's so much more we could have gone into. We could have done an episode on almost every one of those.
And now we're going to put ice and salt on it. No, we'll do that another time.
Yes.
I realised by doing it, I'd only be joining the craze and being a twat.
Well,
and I'm already a dickhead, and fuck knows I'm not dying a twat.
We can do it when we pay a little visit to your corner of fear/weird.
Lovely.
Let's just call it Joe's corner of
Stuff.
squelch.
Joe's corner of fear.
Yes. Lovely. Welcome back to my damp, squidgy, sodden corner.
I can't do one pit fart, so I'll try. No.
Nothing. It's not happening. It's
nothing
not
happened.
happening. Enjoy that nice little bit of dead air there. So once again, I've scoured the internet. I say scoured. I found one website. I found it all in the first search. But yes, I've been once again looking for weird things on the internet. So this week, although we kind of sort of touched on it slightly in the past, we're looking at once again Greg's dick, which is
One quick thing before you go in. One thing that is a bit annoying is that last episode we talked about the guy that had sex with a tree.
Yes.
And then we recorded it, and not long afterwards we saw that news story about the girl that started dating a tree.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, how did they have sex? And she
told
went
him.
into
She
how
told him.
she like rubbed.
Maybe the next episode we'll find that article and read that out.
Yes.
That'd be
So,
good.
carry on.
That saves me some research.
Yes, carry on.
So yeah, once again, I'm kind of sort of just looking at internet communities.
Ah.
Obviously, a place where everyone shares a similar passion. And let me tell you, there's some fucking weird ones out there. I found this website that found it was the eight strangest communities online, and it's things like the fan fiction which we touched on
Yep.
and things like that.
Please write fan fiction for us, not about us. But
Yeah,
for
not
us.
about us. Please don't ever do that. That's because we don't want to have to act
About
that
us
out.
and other people, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Acting that out would be weird.
You don't have to act it out.
Yeah,
Not writing a play.
It'd be like a internet radio.
If
play.
we ever do this live, we'll just act out a fan fiction.
But yeah, it was the number one pick of the strangest communities is really the one that stood out the most, and it's called Boitor.
Ooh,
Got you interested, didn't it?
yeah.
Let me tell you what Boitor is about. This is an excerpt that sums up the community in a nutshell. There's something wildly, almost primally attractive about a guy with 4 legs. The crowding of long sculptured thigh muscles, the 4 calf muscled bobbing and working rhythm with his 4-leg walk, the 4 strong male feet supporting his powerful Boitor body. Boitors know this attraction well, and it is our constant joy, both to have and to share. It's basically a website where people have just photoshopped men to look like centaurs.
keep track of this picture because we'll put that on the page to show what we're looking at.
I will find an even worse one because it is just fucking disastrous. But yeah, it's basically people that are into the idea of men looking like centaurs.
But not looking at centaurs because they don't have a horse.
Well, no, I mean because such a thing doesn't exist, obviously.
No.
But it was like the weirdest thing I'd ever heard. It's just like people.
It's more like a Star Trek alien.
It does, right? Or just, I mean, it's poorly photoshopped, but just, oh god, it's so weird, man. Like, what's?
In fact, the one you showed me looks like he has like the two extra like short legs as well, like for the shorts he's wearing.
I'm not gonna show you this one because it literally just looks like the most horrific gay porn ever.
Well, you have to show me.
I have to show you now. Dude,
oh my god, that's like, fuck me.
It's awful.
Like, it's like Human Centipede.
It is, yeah.
But not.
That's it. That's exactly it. It looks. Oh god, his balls are hanging
like
out.
Human Centipede. If the person behind wasn't like mouth sewn to your ass, but was actually inserted in your. That's more like it.
That's like a centaur.
That's more like a centaur.
That's like an actual centaur.
That's quite good. I like that one.
It's for Greg convert.
They're all just guys.
Boy tour enthusiast, Craig Armstrong. Yeah, it's all guys. There's no
One
girls.
day we'll tell you where that joke came from. The when we keep saying
the enthusiast.
like we keep saying insert topic enthusiast Craig Armstrong. In a future episode, maybe the next episode, we'll tell you where that came from.
I really like this one because they haven't been bothered to Photoshop out the fucking arm that's clearly
weird.
around this guy.
That's weird. I don't like that one at all.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah, and it's always guys and always looks like it's an excerpt from gay porn, basically. But this is, people are genuinely into the idea of
I'd never
men.
heard of this.
Yeah, no, this is the wonderful world of the internet.
When this episode goes out, we will put some of his pictures up so you'll know what we're looking at.
I think our page is probably going to get shut down if we do that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Maybe we can Photoshop them to like dress them up as something. Maybe we
Why?
can because I don't want to see
That'll
that.
take away the shock image.
This guy's got balls in his chest.
Jesus Christ, he has got balls. Yeah, that one might not be able to put on.
That one.
If you
probably
want
not.
to see it, we can send you the link or inbox it to you.
Yeah.
But definitely like the
I can
first
always,
one you
I can
showed
always
me,
guarantee
I
you're not
wanna
going to
put
want
on
it.
there.
Yeah. So yeah,
Boy
that's
tour, that's amazing.
I know, right? Boy tour. Surely it's just centaur. I'm assuming there's.
But it's not, 'cause it's not a horse.
I'm assuming
I would be
there is
very
like
angry
a,
if they
like
called it
I know,
centaur.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no
So
horse
when you were
element.
saying boy tour, I thought you meant like boys on tour, like it was boys on tour, a boy tour.
Lads
like,
on tour.
I imagined like a bus driving around
Yeah.
London with guys dancing in it.
Or boys that are specifically the star sign Taurus.
Yes,
Which I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius.
To
Don't we have to fight now?
the death.
Yeah,
Let it begin!
and that's how the podcast ended. They were too polite to beat each other, so they just killed one another.
While saying sorry.
By saying sorry,
No, that's all right.
stabbing each other. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh man. So yeah, that's today's unfortunately weird world boy tours.
Fucking hell. Well, that brings us up nicely to you didn't ask for it, but you know what? Here's our advice anyway.
Excuse
Fucking
me, can I
have it.
ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. Just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we will not be held accountable for inedible heartbreak. Thank you.
My husband has been watching videos of women having sex with animals. I'm 38 and he's 40. I found out after our son, who is 12, asked me, bestiality, what is it? I looked at my husband's computer history and was sickened by what I found. I confronted him. He promised that he would never do it again. He's since got an iPhone and sits in his study at night, glued to the screen. He claims he's on Facebook or playing a game, but this morning I checked the last thing he viewed. It was a film of a woman having sex with an animal.
What animal?
I don't know what to do.
What animal?
I
Place
don't
your
know.
bets.
Just said an animal.
Boy tour.
A centaur boy. Wow.
Jesus
What
Christ.
do you do? You find out your husband's... Your 12-year-old son finds out his dad's into bestiality. Porn.
Well, when you confront your husband with such allegations, and if he were to confess to it, for the sake of your marriage, I'd say go for it. And just to say that if you want to,
Surprise him one day.
for the sake of your for keeping a happy family, making sure that your son has two parents, maybe get an Alsatian.
Suck it in.
Suck it off.
Why don't you, when your husband's at work, send little Timmy, 12-year-old, to go stay at Nan's or whatever.
Timmy, 12-year-old.
Go send him to go stay at Nan's or whatever. And
As you
then get yourself a
As
nice...
you do as parents when you want to have a bit of filth.
Get yourself a nice animal
Oh my
costume.
god, I went to my nan's house so much.
No.
Oh god.
Well, they stopped at you, so obviously being careful, weren't they?
So we don't want another one of him.
What was I going to say then? Oh, yeah. Send little Timmy 12-year-old to Nan's.
Yep.
Get yourself a nice outfit. Not like a cliche Halloween sexy cat outfit. Go get a proper, like, rubber
Yeah.
animal outfit.
Yeah.
Like something that might catch his eye, like a cow or something. Like, and perhaps when he comes home,
I don't know, man. You're gonna need
some cow pat instead of rose petals. Spread across.
You need
and just-
two people for the cow outfit.
and just be in the garden waiting.
Yeah.
Or maybe get your sister involved. And just be in the garden, or his sister if you want to get there.
Grazing.
And just be grazing in the garden, and just wait for him to approach and insert.
Oh wow.
And just,
But maybe-
embrace
maybe-
his fetish. Maybe you have something he would like to do.
Maybe he's more into the idea of other people doing it. Maybe he doesn't want to.
Okay, well then get, window cleaner around and dress up as a cow and let him do you, and he can watch. Doesn't have to be a cow. It could get any sort
Doesn't
of
have to be a
outfit
window
you want.
cleaner.
Doesn't have to be a window cleaner. Actually, it probably does have to be a window cleaner.
Well.
That's where the Confessions of a Window Cleaner saying.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
Is that a
Although
saying? I think it's just a film, actually.
It is some sort of 70s grot.
Yes. Many a time I disappoint in wanks to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, porn. Oh, no.
Oh, it's all sped up like Benny
No,
Hill.
it's boring.
Ridiculous.
Dress up as another animal.
Yeah.
A dog.
I'd
Or,
say.
or
I mean,
you,
that's.
or you could
I mean,
say you could get a dog,
I mean,
but I don't want to put the dog through that.
I mean, I
quite
don't
like
know.
dogs.
I don't know why people don't think of these logical things. Who are actually
Exactly.
paid to give advice.
I know.
It's logical.
You know what? Okay, we're not usually a fan of reading out the answers, but I think it's worth reading out.
Let's see what they said.
They said.
What did they say?
Well, I'll tell you what they said.
I'll tell you.
So much stuff written down here. Here we go.
So many activities.
Tell him this material is degrading and probably illegal, and he needs to stop now to save your marriage.
Isn't that why people watch porn?
Exactly. Animal porn. I mean, you got to cover your tracks better, mate. To be fair,
Yeah.
like
Delete your
you
internet
shouldn't
history.
have your 12-year-old
I mean,
son.
I've got boy tours on my
finding
laptop
it.
now. I mean, I need to get rid of
You
that.
haven't got a 12-year-old. Actually, you might have your niece's nephew round. But
They,
then,
they have their own iPads,
Oh,
all
of
right?
course
So
they
they
do,
have
yeah.
their own tablets. They are far more advanced than I am.
Mum, what's boy tours? Saw it on Uncle Joe's computer.
Oh dear.
Yeah, look, what
Delete him.
you kids playing? Boy tours. You're not hanging out with Uncle Joe anymore. That bloody podcast of his.
It's like, thank God he's moving out.
This will be it. We're going to impend some wise wisdom on you from Uncle Joe. Just listen to these 13 episodes
There you go.
and insight into it.
Where's Uncle Joe gone? Well,
Well, he's gone to get some help.
he's in a psychiatric ward somewhere.
Yes. So here's Uncle Greg instead.
Hello.
Hello. I did 40 shits on holiday. How many have you done today?
Let me tell you about the time I did 40 shits in 8 days.
No, that didn't count when I got home. And it was even shitting at the airport as soon as I got to the UK. I probably ate that day. There was blood.
There was blood.
It's like that awesome...
will be blood.
It's like, that's what I say. It's when they say describe your last shit from the title of a film.
There will be
There will be
blood.
blood. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Well
The
played.
Green Mile.
Oh, that's a Green Mile. I'm trying to think of one. Instantly, I can't get it.
So yes, have an idea. Write them on the wall. Your last or a shit described in a movie title.
There you go. Let's get that game going again. So at that time when I was trying to come up with what was it? What was that?
Things you can say to a prostitute, you can say to kids. No.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah,
That was a good one,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really like that one. No, it was the time when that fucking Russian punk band. This was
Pussy Riot.
Yeah. And I was kind of trying to come up with like male alternatives, which is how I came up with Dick Disturbance.
Which became our other alter ego.
Yeah, we have. Have we mentioned this in the past?
We've posted it on the wall.
Yeah, we have detective alter egos named Dick Disturbance and Ritz Cricker, and we it started out as a stupid joke, and then Greg like begun drawing really, really fucking
I
funny
tried drawing-
story ideas,
yeah.
like Tintin style, like
Yeah,
artwork.
I tried
like,
drawing like trash novels you buy at the airport, like romantic novels. Like there is really horrible, cartoony, like
So
art
funny.
drawing covers. I tried doing those. So we had the Time Vagina,
Time Vagina was the first one.
and then it was not the first time I'd drawn us before, but then I drew the first story was Time Vagina.
Yeah.
Then there was the Curse of the Parrot Lipstick.
That's my fucking favourite.
Then there
Because
was
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of
He
sense.
was a pretty boy then, I remember was the tagline. And then we had the day Chinos came to life.
Yeah, that was
One
again pretty
one size
impressive.
kills all.
Yep. And then
There was
wasn't it
one
the,
before the Christmas one, wasn't there? Or was that the last one?
Oh,
And then we
God.
did Night of the Christmas Tree
Night of
Dead.
the Dead Christmas trees.
And then I did one recently where we got sucked into the 8-bit world and I drew us as 8-bit Mega Drive characters.
Kind of serious, that one.
Yeah.
Not serious.
I'm going to
but
bring it back though.
not as ridiculous.
I am prepping basically to put them over different backgrounds. So I'm
Yeah,
I am looking to bring
That's so
time.
much easier.
I am looking to bring Time Vagina back.
Yeah.
Because we did have a good
In 8-bit
storyline.
form.
We had a good storyline when we had to reopen the Time Vagina to send Casey back as a character to cop block BBC pedos back in the 70s.
Oh yeah. That was it.
It'd be very complicated to draw that in one image. I'm not sure I can pull it off. That'd have to be the first graphic novel.
Didn't we like think
If
of a
someone
name?
wants to do
Didn't
fan
we think
fiction,
of a?
they should actually make us a graphic novel of these characters.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
And also, if you could draw it as well, that'd be.
That's what I'm saying. You have to draw it.
Didn't we think of like a character name for Casey?
We
as
had
well? Was
Mayo-
it Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise. We've had loads of character names.
Yeah, even Chris. Like Chris is a big fan of the makeup name.
Yeah.
This is how ridiculous we are as humans. That we play these little games like just to each other, and like only like us and maybe like 2 other people find it amusing. But like you won't find it on Facebook. We'll literally just text each other. Like we've literally for the last fucking.
I'm trying to remember some of the names they came up with. I can't even fucking
I've got
remember.
them all on my phone, man.
I
Oh, what
can't
was it?
even remember.
Oh God, the first one of the first ones we came up with was Quench Thirsty.
Oh, Quench Thirsty. Yeah, that was a good name.
Quench Thirsty was good.
He was going to make a lawyer or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What was the mayor called? I can't remember what the mayor was
Oh
called.
man, wasn't he Quench Thirsty? Because
he might have been
all of a
Quench
sudden we
Thirsty.
started coming up with like what their character would be
Yeah.
within the world. Chris kept sending. He sent me one that was Pasta La Melty.
Oh, the restaurant owner. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was either a restaurant owner or like a
Basically,
retired mafia
We were
boss.
trying to make this whole town with all these characters in it. The Rich Cricker and the Disturbance.
It was
detective
basically
worked
our Trumpton.
in. And that's it. Yeah, and we haven't actually named the town yet. But we're gonna.
No,
get
we
there.
can't. If you can think of a possible good title for the town that all these fictional characters reside in,
You know,
please
we'll
do
come
send
back
it
in a
to us.
future episode and we'll read you out a list of some of the best names we have
That'll
and
do
the
it.
characters behind them.
Yeah.
And we'll ask you guys to come up with a cool town name and even your own characters.
Maybe if we even just like drop
annoyed
some,
that I
drop
can't
some
remember
on each
all the
other,
ones
and
we had.
we'll just drop names on each other, and we have to then and there just come up with like character like who they are. These are a couple from our friend Chris from Earthtide. Rodney Chunder.
Nice.
I really like Rodney Chunder. Simon Tits was another good one. Emmanuel. Oh no, this is the one. This one had me, mate. Emmanuel Saucy. So good. It's such a fun game.
Oh.
But yes,
Did
we've digressed again.
Oh my
So
Do you have a couple of agonies?
I have. Well, I found. I wouldn't really call them actual sort of problems, but I found a page that kind of sort of made up joke ones.
Go on then.
So this was where is it? I'll read this one out because I found this one pretty funny. It's basically just kind of sort of just made up problems. But dear Agony Aunt, please help me. I'm at the end of the tether with my son. He's lazy, inconsiderate, and useless. All he does is sit at his computer all day. I'm forever cleaning up his mess. And do I ever get thanked? If I ever shout at him, he doesn't answer me back. He just looks at me with emotionless eyes. I've told him it's enough, and that it's about time he stood up on his own 2 feet.
I think I've clicked it's
Do
gonna
you
be.
think I'm being harsh? Yours sincerely, Mrs. Hawking.
I knew it.
Well, Mrs. Hawking, I think you should wheel him right out the door.
I think you should reset him. Turn
Reset
him off.
him, yeah. You know that little button at the back?
Do another one. Do one more.
Oh, where was the...
Do one more.
Where was that one I just found? Oh, yeah. Recently, I've become increasingly worried that my partner is hiding something from me. That's from Mr. McCann from the UK. And there was one more as well. Where was that first one I read to you earlier?
I don't know.
I don't know either. What am I doing? Oh yes. Yesterday I was pulling funny faces, doing the one where I look like a horse. When my mum said, "If the wind changes, you know you'll stay like that, don't you?" Is there any truth in this saying, or is it just an old wives' tale? Thanks very much. Yours sincerely, Leona Lewis.
No wonder someone punched her in the face at a book signing.
Yeah.
Horse! Sorry, I just panic when I see horses.
I was feeding her a sugar
My
cube.
husband's been trying to have sex with it. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was watching a Leona music video. It wasn't bestiality porn at all.
It wasn't.
He was just
it wasn't
watching
at
one of
all.
my music
Just
videos.
watching Leona Lewis.
I can't even think of a Leona.
Leona Lewis.
I don't even know Leona Lewis Luigi board song.
Leona Lewis, Luigi board.
Leona Luigi board. There's another name right there.
Oh, that's brilliant. Luigi board. There we go. Making up. See, this is what happened. Who's he?
And I keep on bleeding. Is that her?
Yeah, she sang a song about a period or something like that. I
Oh,
keep
she did the Snow
bleeding, I
Patrol
keep-
cover, didn't she?
Did she?
I
'Cause
swear
she-
she
oh,
did
well,
Snow
to be
Patrol
fair, she
cover.
was on the X Factor, so none of them have an
there you go.
original song.
So this episode was long, but
Yes.
we had a big catch up to do at the
Like a
beginning.
horse's penis.
And as you can tell, we do just get sidetracked and we just go off and off
Easily.
and off and off quite
But
easily.
isn't that the fun part of
That
it?
is, in fact, it's probably better when I'm not reading shit or looking at stuff because I just go off.
We don't need this technology anymore.
I know. Be the shortest one ever because always be like, we don't need it. Next episode, we
No.
need it.
Oh, shit, man.
As usual, we're going to end with a song. I must say, we are running out of local bands to play.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be local. If you have a band or any music you want us to play at the end,
That isn't going to get us sued if we play it.
yeah, it's yours. Email it to us at theallseeingguys@gmail.com and or inbox us on the Facebook page. We will play it, like
Yeah.
if we like it. If you send it to us and don't like it,
You're shit.
we won't play it. Well,
If you send us something we don't play it, it just clearly means that
Yeah.
you need work.
but send it to us. We played a charity gig on the 10th of October.
Yep. That was great fun.
Down
wasn't
at Fighting
it? That
Cocks
was great.
with
Night.
a whole host of fucking bands. Most of them we'd all played on this show. High Rise, Red and the Black,
Yep.
The Lagoon.
The Lagoon were there.
We played
who else?
those. There was 11 bands playing, but we've definitely played those three. Am I missing one out?
Probably not.
No.
Oh,
Well-
Dice Rollers.
Dice Rollers, yes, those cunts. It was really good fun. Our friend Adam, who works at the Fighting Cocks, his
Yeah.
band Petty Youth played. I'd seen him before at New Year's. Really good.
I hadn't seen them, so I was just completely like blown out by how
we had
fucking
a
awesome
dance,
they were.
as they said, a wee jive.
There was a wee jive.
Wee
I
jive.
did the garage dance,
Oh,
which
did
was just
you?
2 fingers.
Oh, I thought you meant like a car driving in and out of you.
No.
you're having anal
to
sex.
dance the garage music. Apparently, all you need is your index finger and your middle finger, and just pointing.
So this is a song by them. They're garage
Yeah, they're
rock,
fantastic,
they're a garage
man.
rock
Check
band
out
from
Petty Youth.
County Down, Northern Ireland. They only formed in 2013.
They're
what it said
solid.
on-
They're solid as fuck.
Really good fun. This song of theirs is called Leave Me Alone. I got it on their SoundCloud. So listen, enjoy, and thanks for listening once again. I still
Once
haven't checked
again.
out what Fraser said at the end.
Oh man, still.
Yeah, I
After
listened
all
back
the
to that
after all the
I
research
listened
you've
back-
done
I
and you
listened
still haven't
back-
done that.
I listened back to that episode and I was just like, well, sort it out and do it next time. And we didn't.
Maybe it's just.
Maybe I'll
Maybe
just say, Fraser has left the building.
Thank you, Tiana. We love you.
Good night!
closer to the